What's up, Stick Squad? Today we are talking that stick. Week 2 of the PLL season is all finished. 4 Tewaaraton winners, still not enough in order for Denver to take down the Chaos. Philly makes the Whips look silly. Marcus Holman calls game, and California is your number 1 team in the PLL. We got a whole lot more to talk about, but before you do anything, make sure you give us some love on Spotify, X, IG, and new one, Apple Podcasts. But without further ado,
Finally,
let's get into it.
Go, Big Blaze.
Tied up, splits the double with 8. She's going to get a shot off. He's got it!
Are you kidding me?
Yes, sir. We are back in Adam with another episode of Stick Talk. I'm with my boys Shane and Brian. It's yours truly, Scotty. Guys, how we doing?
chilling, man.
Y'all are going to be annoying this episode, but we chilling. Shout out.
Sure are.
Shout out Uncle
We
Diggs.
Sure are.
Uncle Diggs, miss you already, bro.
See,
Uncle thing.
Outnumbered.
I've never been annoying on this show. What are you talking about, man?
Oh,
I say that in a loving way. Y'all don't really annoy me, but the Woods fans been real talkative. I like
Hey,
Twitter. these
it's
last couple
okay.
weeks. I'm not mad at it.
Hey,
I just
we
realized how
had to hear
many of y'all there
how
are now.
good Syracuse was all year, and our respective teams were not amazing. So you know what? It's okay. It's it's
you're right.
retribution. You know,
Yeah, you're
but the
right.
tide could turn in the middle of the season just like that. So who knows?
Yeah.
I got to get my licks in right now while I can.
Nah,
Yes. I was about to say, get your licks in while you can, because you don't know how the front end of the season has nothing to do with the back end of the season.
None.
I'm with it. Carter, my boy Carter Rice is a California Redwood. I am rocking with y'all. That is my guy.
But yes, Shane, we got to definitely get our licks in. But the Chaos got their lick in versus the Outlaws this weekend. Now, this was a big game. Why was it a big game, Shane?
See, I want Mikey here for this part of the conversation.
Oh man, I wish he was here. Okay. I just want to say, before I say anything, I just want to say,
Shane, real quick, before you go any further, could you put your head inside the screen, bro?
Here we go. You ready?
Cut all.
I just want to say, before I say anything, that I hate making takes like this. I hated having a take like this because I was literally watching this game praying on Jared Bernhardt's downfall. I was sitting there waiting. I was hoping to God he did not get 2 points, which is crazy because as a lacrosse fan, I should be happy. I am happy about the fact that he's back in the game. I am happy about the fact it is great to have Tewaaraton winners playing lacrosse. It is great to have that. And you can tell that Jared Bernhardt is, in fact, an elite athlete. You can see it. But like I said, it is not easy to come in to the PLL and play elite lacrosse immediately. It's not easy. And it's not that, like if the last level of lacrosse that he really played was 2021?
Yeah.
And that was it, like think about how much the game, regardless of the fact that the professional game is so much more quick, it's so much faster paced, how much the game has evolved in the last 4 years in terms of schemes and in terms of just how to play guys, how to get certain opportunities off. The game has evolved. So for me, it's like I look at Jared and I'm like, yeah, you'll get it. And you're a great athlete. And as soon as you start, you get a couple, maybe a week or two, he might even ball out this week. But I knew for a fact, game 1 back, it wasn't going to be pretty. He could beat his man. That's not enough in the game of lacrosse. It's not enough.
It was a tough game for him. He went 0 for 5, and also tried an air gate.
Oh, that pissed me off. Oh my God, that pissed me off. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? It was like somebody on the sideline said, "Hey, you know what would be crazy? You know what would set the streets on fire if you went for an air gate for your first goal back in the PLO." And he was like,
Bet.
"I bet."
All right, watch this.
We had Goose over here talking about, oh yeah, he almost landed it, bro. What? What are we talking about? What are we talking about almost for?
Yeah, that's like Goog saying I almost dunked. Like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
you
you know
didn't, bro.
what? You know what?
No,
I
you
got
didn't.
something for you, Googs. You know what almost happened? Maryland almost won the national championship.
Oh,
They
oh,
almost did,
oh my God.
except they didn't.
And
So
why do you
therefore, what are we talking about?
Congratulations.
See,
You
Maryland
played
fans
yourself.
going his. Go in Shay's benches for once.
Go in my mentions. What you mad at me for? You guys are fantastic at getting to the Final Four, and also just as fantastic at losing in the Final Four. You are so good at getting to the top of the
God damn,
the
Shane?
mountain line. What? Oh, wait. Now I'm mad. You mad
Bro,
at me
bro,
for
bro,
taking
bro, bro.
backs?
We are talking about the Denver Outlaws versus the
No,
Carolina
actually,
Chaos.
no, actually, we're also talking about the Whip Snakes too. We're also talking about them too. They got to the top of the pyramid last year too, and guess
Oh,
what? Lost to the Archers.
okay.
At this point, never mind.
All right.
Let me back up.
Anyway,
Let me back up.
all right. Let's get back to this game here, Shane. All right. Now,
That's a
you
couple
know
things
how much
going
I
on
love
there.
my Rutgers guys here. Okay.
Mhm.
That I told you guys in the last episode that my boy Ross Scott is going to be a problem at the midfield. And in
You
this
did.
game, he was straight up cooking. 5 points, 3 goals, 2 assists. Right.
Yep.
One of the main positive things about the chaos was Ross Scott. Not enough. But hey, I got to give a shout out to my boy Ross Scott doing his thing.
Yeah. See, both teams, it's who are you? Like that's what I like. That's what I'm thinking watching it, right? So, well, first talk about the losers. So we'll talk about in terms of not losers as in people, but losers as in they lost the game are the Outlaws. So we say four Tewaaraton winners. They're them having four
Oh,
Tewaaraton winners
my
is
bad.
like,
My bad. I said the chaos lost, but I meant
oh,
I was
I
just
got
talking
you.
about
That's
Ross Scott as the chaos won. My bad.
nah, I got you. I got you. You edited it yourself. But it's like the four Tewaaraton winners, they look so disjointed on offense. And I'm just like looking at it. So I love this stat. I love because we only do this during the PLL season. Pat Cavanaugh had 43 touches. Brennan
Mhm.
O'Neill had 34. We'll look at the Tewaaraton winners. Logan Wisnauskas had 20, and Jared Bernhardt had 17. One, Notre Dame fans get mad if you want to. Brendan O'Neill should have the most touches on the Outlaws every single game. You should not have
Agreed.
9 more touches than Brendan O'Neill
Agreed.
because what he was 1 for 7 on those 43 touches, 14% shooting percentage. B was 3 for 10, like 14-yard lasers. He's letting off. He's got to get touches. I feel like the player that got affected the most was Logan Wisnauskas because I like Wiz's game because everybody thinks I hate Maryland players. I don't. Like I like Wiz's game because he's a dude that doesn't need a whole lot of touches, doesn't necessarily need to dodge, but he just when he shoots, he scores. And it's like, dog, there's entire 3, 4, 5 possessions. Why is he not touching the ball at all?
That's the
And it's
best
and like
player who in
And
the
he's
world.
not going to ask for it either. I feel like he's
He-
too
20
unselfish of a
touches
player.
Does he
after
have
4 or 5 point game last week. How you go from a 4 or 5 point game to 20 touches?
does he have
Going possessions, like 4 or 5 possessions. He's not even touching the ball.
that Tom Schreiber disease? Almost like what Paul says about Tom Schreiber about if he had that kind of dog mentality that give me the ball, let me cook, he'd be cooking all the time. Do you think Brendan
He'd
O'Neill is
be,
kind of the same thing?
yeah. If Brendan
Yeah.
O'Neill had that, and you can see it last year too. He's getting better at it this year, just kind of like trying to take the game into his own hands. He's kind of like the way I see Brendan O'Neill is like the big dog at the dog park, and he's hanging around with the Chihuahuas and the corgis. He's the guy. He's a dog that doesn't realize that he could easily take over at any moment, and we saw a glimpse of that last year. But right now, it's like, for him to have, I mean, granted, he did take the most shots on the team, but I like that. I'm okay with that. He needs to take more shots. He needs to have more opportunities to score. He
Which means
cannot be.
you gotta touch the ball more.
He's got to touch the ball. He's got to be fed the ball more. He's got to. I mean, he's not even. I mean, Brendan O'Neill is not even a catch and shoot guy. He's really like a beat your man
Exactly.
and really like handle it. But in terms of just playmaking ability, like if we look back at Notre Dame's success when Pat Kavanaugh was there, Pat Kavanaugh was feeding his brother. That's just the main reality. If you look at box scores, it was like Chris Kavanaugh had 6 goals and Pat had 6 assists. It was just like that, and that's how it was. I mean, like best case scenario, you got Pat feeding Brennan, and then Brennan gets the double, passes up to Graham Bundy, who could spray it from anywhere at 100 miles an hour plus. So I don't know. They need to figure it out. I will give them the grace that it's week 2, but ultimately, at the same time, the season's not long enough for you to have all this time to try and figure this stuff out. You kind of got to get it going now.
20% of the 20% of the season is over. Again, like the discrepancy in touches is crazy. Because again, I'll go back to Logan Wisnauskas. How you have 20 touches? Again, 4 or 5 point game, 20 touches. So like Brennan, I think, like I said, even if he had the most shots with less touches than Kavanaugh, but it's like he should be in the 40 touches because at least you want to still facilitate the offense through him. Like it's that Logan Wisnauskas can't have 3 less touches than Jackson Van Overbeek. Like it.
Yeah.
Like it's again because now it's just like everybody's gonna be like, nah, I don't want to be the one to step on anybody's toes, but they're gonna have to, which is the same thing with the Chaos one. Again, shout out Ross Scott, your boy Scotty, but then it's like the rest of the team is just like, what same thing as Outlaws? What are you right now? Because it's like they're just like a bunch of, they don't have a no names because people are trying to act like they're no names. Like Adam Sherlin Beatty's been a multi-time All-American.
Another one of my boys, recognized Rutgers guy.
Jackson Eicher was a Tewaaraton finalist. Garrett Degnan was probably the best midfielder at Hopkins for a couple of years. Like we're not gonna act like Josh Zawada is the all-time point scorer leader. No, is it? No, Bain might have.
At Michigan.
Yeah, but Bain might have took it, but Josh Zawada's at least a top 2 scorer in Michigan lacrosse history. Like they don't have scrubs. Like I don't like this thing where people act like they're no names. Nah, you just don't watch. Like it's just say you only watch like top 10 lacrosse. That's cool. Don't act like they don't have anybody. But the issue that they didn't run in with this game, but they did the second game was who's the alpha? Like who are we running this offense through? Who's gonna take shots? But they did it. They did well enough against the Outlaws because their defense still travels.
Hey, that second game was something different. That second game was something different.
There's an aspect of this game we haven't talked about yet.
We're talking about big Blaze Riorden.
Blaze Riorden going off for damn near 76% save percentage. When I've never seen a goalie so locked in.
Yeah, he was.
Like everything would, like nothing was easy. Nothing was easy. Like if Blaze doesn't have that game, Chaos lose by 5 easy, which is, by the way, an 8-goal swing from where it is right now. They lose by 5 if Blaze doesn't have that have a game like that. Brendan O'Neill's hitting those shots. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, even Blaze said, "Oh, y'all got 4 Tewaaraton finalists or Tewaaraton winners. You think that matters? Oh, you thought that was gonna make a difference? Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me turn up real quick. Make sure you understand that Albany's in the building.
Yeah,
let's lock that in.
He balled out in their defense. Like I said, that Chaos defense travels, man. Jack Rowlett is playing out his mind right now at the beginning of the season.
Jack Rowlett is on top of his game right now. Big shots out of Jack Rowlett.
Yeah, it's like that thing. Oh, go ahead, Scotty.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't watch defense, but one person I've been watching is Troy Ray.
You're so stupid. Why don't you watch defense? What are you talking about?
That's the part of the game where he'd be on his phone not paying attention.
Which is crazy because it's still offense. What are we talking about?
I ain't looking for him. Yo. You know why I noticed Troy Ray? Because he's super disruptive, man. And Troy Ray
is disruptive.
Troy Ray has been doing his thing. I kind of feel like he's one of those guys that's not recognized all the time. But that man
Because
is
of people like you that don't care about defense. Because he had
I
8
mean,
ground balls too. Which is
what am I
crazy.
doing
8
right
ground
now?
balls. Yeah, but like to your chagrin, you don't want to talk about that. But 8 ground balls is not something to bat an eye about. As an LSM for one, and it was smooth. Like some of his plays, he had a couple 2 toe drags that I was like,
Yeah.
like that's just like you're a professional lacrosse player hitting toe drags on other professional lacrosse players on a team with 4 Tewaaraton winners, and you're just sitting there double toe dragging them. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, where did you get that audacity? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
That might be their recipe to success is to continue playing really good defense. The Jack Rowletts, the Jack Posies, the Jared Newmans of the world, Detroit Rays, and then and Blaze Riorden is in there because like I said, I still think Brett Dobson is the best goalie in the world right now. But Blaze still has some games where he's just like, I'm one of them ones,
I'm like
and he
that.
had.
You're right.
Yeah, he
That
And it's
might
fun to
be.
watch when the goalie's dialed in like that. It's just fun to watch.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. That might be the recipe to success this year for the Chaos. Left a sour taste in the Outlaws' mouth. But speaking of sours, Michael Sowers went off in this game. The Water Dogs beat the Whip Snakes 16
Damn,
to
that was
12.
good. That was good.
Could have been
That
a
was
little
good.
smoother, but we're good.
No. That was good. That was
Thank you.
good.
Thank you. Michael Sowers goes off with 8 points, 1 goal, 7 assists, dude. I'm pretty sure he beat my college total with 7 assists in this one game.
That's so funny. Hey, and if you know Scotty, you know that he is not passing that ball if he gets it. He's going downhill, and it doesn't matter who is around him, who's playing defense. He's
like,
shooting
that's all
that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's shooting that thing. Just go for the chase. That's all you need.
Crack me up. But they go off 16 to 12, knocking down questions about if they're going to be able to do it, and just completely playing well without their number 1 draft pick, CJ Kirsten.
I think he's going to fit in so well there. I think he's going to fit in so well. Because CJ is the consummate lacrosse player. He can play. He can do anything on the field. He can make. He can make passes. He can, I think that, watching him play at Cornell this year, all I could think of is this guy is a pro. That is a pro. And I think he's going to fit in just perfectly. I do, however, need to shout out Jake Taylor.
I was about to say, your boy Jake Taylor.
My boy Jake Taylor. I've been singing this guy's praises all year long because I feel like he's got some of the best hands I felt like in college lacrosse he had some of the best hands. Just silky smooth, just perfect catch and shoot player. And I think he really fits into that offense really well. It will be kind of tough to see what happens. I think CJ's going to have to come out of the box. I think this Sowers McCardle connection cannot be understated. That's a powerful connection. And then with Jake Taylor there, it's like pick your poison attack, and then you get CJ first coming in running out of the box.
That's a heavy man with full momentum too.
Yeah. I'm glad you shouted out my fellow St. John's alum, Kim Ricardo, 6 points on 66%.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But I'll let y'all handle talking about the offense. We're gonna talk about this Water Dogs defense.
Hey,
bruh.
Hey,
Ben Randall, top 5 poll in the league. You don't talk about him. Complete clamps. Kenny Brower was healthy. There's people last year that was saying Kenny Brower should have been the first poll selected over Ajax Apatello, which is saying a lot because Ajax Apatello was like most outstanding player. So and Ajax is one of them ones. But Kenny Brower being back and healthy adds a new wrinkle to their defense. Jimmy Freehill plays super well. But we got to talk about my fellow Syracuse boy, Marcus Hudgens. Let's just say Shane A. Smith talked about pushing the player into the glue factory. Marcus Hudgens pushed that horse into the glue factory. The glue factory so much. Let's just say that Marcus Hudgens had he had somebody witness protection. He had that boy off the map with them glasses with the fake mustache. That's what it was. Like because that's not the Tewaaraton winner y'all was friends with. Yeah, that y'all love, that y'all know and love. The game winner against the Redwoods. Nah, like I said, glasses, fake mustache. Marcus Hutchins had that boy in winner's protection. You out there in, I don't know, in Mississauga, Canada or something, like, I don't know, bro. Where'd you go? Because Marcus Hutchins played that boy so well, his coach took him out the game. So why you take out Rambo? What did Jeff Sack need to say? He didn't do anything.
He
Why
didn't
didn't
do
he do
anything.
anything? Because Marcus Hutchins was guarding his ass the entire game on his hip. Shane said
Hey,
glue factory. Marcus Hutchins said, I
glue.
got you.
Come on, man.
He
Come
said,
on,
I
man.
got you.
It's time. It's time.
Turf
And
Snakes
it's
fans didn't know
okay.
what to do.
All I'm gonna say is you don't want to be here long enough to see you get really clamped. Leave
Everybody,
while you still have your legacy intact. That's my
everybody,
opinion.
everybody can't be what Paul's like that season he had with the Cannons when he had to bounce back year. Everybody don't have that year. Everybody's not Kieran McCardo. Everybody's not John Grant Jr. Everybody's not like a 40-year-old Casey Powell. Sometimes the game going
Who's the
only
defender?
person
He's what's that defender? Oh my God, I see his face, but I can't remember his name. He's a coach at the Hill Academy right now. He played defense. You know who I'm talking about.
yeah, one of them ones. I'm gonna give you a second to think of him. Number
Oh, my
17
blessed
played
America.
at Georgetown.
Yes. God, why can't I give his name?
Come on.
You
It's on the
all
tip.
right, you know.
It's on the tip of your. It's Schmody Schmerl.
There we go. Brody Merrill. You can't be Brody Merrill. And that's okay.
Brody, because
Brody
Brody
Merrill
still could
said,
be
he said,
playing.
you know what? I think it's time. And you know what? He left with his legacy intact. You sit here and you spend all this whole season just getting clamped up, losing your starting spot, losing your spot in the game. That's not worth it, bro. You have a great legacy. Matt Rambo won the first PLL championship.
And
He
did
won the
he
first.
win the first MVP too,
Did he win MVP that year?
or did he just win with that Zed Williams?
Nah,
Was it?
Zed
That
was in
wasn't there.
2020. I think I
Yeah.
think Rambo did.
In
Yeah, on one of the most
2019, I think it was
iconic.
Matt Rambo. But
Yeah, on one
regardless,
of the most iconic plays. Yeah, and it's not a dump. And I'm not saying this as a dump on Matt Rambo thing, but the Whip Snakes offense is terrible. And you have some young dudes that can ball, and you have two players on your attack that are taking touches from people. Because again, let's go.
Well,
I'll say this, Shane. Who you think had the most touches on the on the what? It's TJ Malone. I'll give you the spoiler alert. But then in terms of other players that did nothing with their touches, Rob Pennell had 32 touches.
and he's always going to have the most touches on the field, and it's like, dude, you cannot like that's not good. That's not good. Again, leave while your legacy's intact. I think Rob Pennell would be a fantastic coach. And not only in the in college ball, but even in the PLL, he would be a fantastic coach. He's got the tenure. He's a and let me tell you something. I don't want to hear you talk about Rob Pennell. Oh, it's only week 2. It's only week 2. No,
And the season's not long
It's
enough.
year 13. It's not week 2. It's year 13. What are we
hey,
talking about?
I do like that Stagnita is so about the result and how he took out one of the players that he's most loyal to. And I have a feeling that he will eventually, if Rob Pennell keeps on doing this too, he's going
Rambo,
to take them
both
out.
of them. Oh, yeah.
Yep, he's going to take both of them out.
I
So
I
mean,
respect. I
it,
respect it because that is a It's not personal. It's just business move, and I respect the hell out of him for doing that. Because you like they have so much good young talent. Because it's like Aiden Carroll was 2 for 3 on 25 touches, 1 turnover. Like if you're especially if you're a Turf Snakes fan, you want to see Aiden Carroll with more touches. Levi Anderson, when he got that one goal, it's always like I can't wait to see
he's
him
doing
do
that all the
more.
time.
Yeah, but he only had 14 touches.
Yep.
So you have
and
Brad
young
Smith
TJ
is
dudes.
Malone should have that should have a 42 touches if he's going to have 5 points off of it. He
Absolutely.
should have.
If he
He
doesn't
should
have
have.
5 points, he should still have 42 touches.
100%.
yep.
100%. That's a when you're thinking that's a franchise player. as a
Congrats to
franchise player.
two pointers.
Hey, I was happy to see some 2-pointers because I feel like we
Last
didn't
week,
see a lot last week.
no, we didn't. We saw that one Tucci one. That was it.
Yeah. Even then, I was like, all right.
Yeah, like, but again, shout out to the War Dogs. Their defense is super good. But again, as a Turf Snakes fans, it's not boiling hot, but 20% of the season is over with. And selfishly, I can't have y'all in last place because I refuse to have my boy 22 wearing them terrible Maryland colors. But I digress.
On top of that, Maryland did something that you just can't do in high-level lacrosse.
Donut.
You
Talk to
can't
him. Talk to him.
go scoreless in a PLL game in high-level lacrosse. Even in an NCAA, you can't go scoreless. You
Can't
can't
do it.
do it.
Can't do
You
it.
can't do it. And what you do, third quarter, you had a crazy, crazy second quarter. Come out, donut for the third.
Damn.
And then you only score one in the fourth.
Especially when the other side of the field, 22-6, was cooking like that.
Yep.
Yo, Jack
No
Hanna.
response?
Jack Hanna is gross. Jana Montana.
Hannah Montana.
Two of those twisters he had. He's so freakishly athletic and smooth, where it's just like he doesn't pull short. Like you get a short stick, it's the ball's in the back of the cage. But I'm just like, he's just so smooth. Like,
He is.
yeah, one of them ones, man. I love watching Jack Hanna play.
He is one of them ones. You know who else is one of them ones? Marcus Holman is one of them ones. Marcus Holman wins it for the Cannons. Boston beats Utah 9-8, man. We've been talking about the glue factory, and guess who's nowhere close to the glue factory?
Oh, yeah. Somebody hit me up. He was like, all right, we talking about glue factory players. Do you think Marcus Holman would be nearly – would be – yeah. Would he be on this team if it weren't for his dad? I was like, Marcus Holman? Yeah. Are we talking about Marcus? No. And then what happened?
No.
Stop giving Shane layups, because Shane is the dude where like you ask him for food recs and he'll name a restaurant that everybody knows about, and then when you say it's good, he'll be like, "I told you." Like,
exactly.
Bro, that's how shit is. With Marcus Holman, who was just in second and third place in MVP voting last year. Was he? Come on, man! Like, stop giving Shane layups so he can argue and then say he's right about stuff that's obvious.
No. Thank God Marcus did this, because there would have been some serious scrutiny for the Cannons if they had lost this game after benching Will Manny after having a hat trick for Coach Mackesy.
But is that as big? I feel like that's not as big of a deal as people are making it to be.
You know, the reason why I think it's a big deal is after you win and the player gives you a good showing, you drop them for somebody who could potentially give you a good showing.
But I think they said that Will Manny had a prior commitment, and that's the reason why he didn't play.
Now, if that's the case, screw whatever I just said.
I'm not 100% sure that's what it is. That's not like me trying to duck on you, Scotty. But that's just what I saw, because I forgot to have mentioned that in the run of the show. But yeah, I think I don't remember who said it. Because y'all know I listen and I support everybody. So if you're the person, my bad, I can't remember who said it. But I think it was like a wedding, or he had a prior commitment to that why he couldn't play. Because I think it led to people ducking out Coach Mackesy, and I think it was just because he wasn't available to play this week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, regardless, it's still a tough position for Holman, because, like, as in Coach Holman, because you got the number 4 overall pick, your first round pick, and then you're like, I got to utilize him when I can.
Yeah.
And
then the league doesn't tell you why. Like, if it's that situation where it's just Will Manny's not available, then it's not like they ever tell you. It's not like unavailable. It's just like, oh, he's not playing. Why isn't he playing? Why would you like? Maybe they do it. It creates theater.
You know who got did this weekend? Bringing it back, Eric Law got did.
Oh my God! Oh my God! The fact that JD got in instead of Eric Law is a travesty. It's a travesty. Oh my God, bro! I the whole time I'm sitting, I was.
He's like, I forgot
to talk
about this earlier.
Yeah. Anyway, I gotta. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna talk about.
Let's get on that later.
Yeah.
Don't let me forget either. Don't let me forget. Okay. But I did put this in one of our debated topics today. Let's have a GM moment right now. So for next week, let's say Will Manny is back. Are you playing Will Manny or are you playing Colter McAfee?
I'm playing
Will
Will
Manny.
Manny.
Both
I'm
Will
playing Will
Manny?
Manny. Colter McAfee is a fantastic player. I don't think he needs to be an attackman. A, B. I also we cannot
You think
have.
he can
It
run out the
can.
midfield?
I think Colter McAfee can run it. I mean, he's 22, 23 years old. Hold him in the box. He can run. He'll be all right. He may not be, just because you played attack at Princeton don't mean nothing to me. You can run. I know you can run. I've seen
Bro,
it.
we got
You were
what?
running away from Syracuse in the national in the tournament. You were running away from them boys. I know for a fact you got legs. So on top of that, yeah. But Marcus Holman and Will Manny, the original bunk bed boys. Come on, man. They play well together. You know they play well together. Get them boys on the same line, and magic happens. What are we talking about? This is again. This is not week 2. This is for them. This is year 4. We're talking about year 4 of them doing that. I mean, minus last year because he was for some reason not on a roster, but he showed last week. He still got it. He
Yeah.
stayed ready.
He is ready. He is ready.
But they might be
But
similar to Chaos too, because their recipe of success is another one of the Curse brothers, another Jersey boy. Connor was 65%.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shout out
He's
Zach Tucci went
65.
50%.
Connor is nasty. I mean, it's a goalie battle. Like you look at the score, you're like, this is a boring PLL game. But then you look at the two who's playing goalie, you're like, these are two of the best goalies in the world. Both of
Yeah.
them over 60% on saves.
Yeah, and both defenses play well. I know they lost. Can we talk about Graham Hossack just catching?
hey, I swear to God, I did not replay a single moment of this game except for that one because it caught me by so much surprise.
Yeah,
I was
I mean,
like, how did
sorry.
he?
Yeah, how did he do it? Because I think I said Connor. I meant to say Cole Curse, right? Because there's so many damn Curse brothers. Which one's the goalie?
It's Colin.
Colin,
Colin.
yes. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, Colin had a 65% save percentage, and then Graham Hossack caught Connors, and then he just casually catches it right down the
And
middle of
just
the
started
field to register.
running. I
Like,
was
do y'all
like,
realize?
Yeah,
what?
and that makes you realize how crazy it is that Graham Hossack is hitting these cats like this. Because if you ever see Connor Curse, bro,
Connor's not a
Shane,
small
he's your
human.
size, bro.
Damn. I ain't small
He's
folks
not
neither.
that's what I'm saying. He's not a small human, so he can shoot. The way I got it. Like Brett Dobson just standing there, like, nah, don't worry about it. I got you.
I
Like,
was like, did you just?
you standing
He
next to
caught
the
that
best
shit
goalie in the
so
world. He's like,
smooth.
I got it.
I literally had to replay it because I was like, how did he get the ball? And then I saw him just. I was like, what?
I
What are
think
you on?
I think I spent 3 minutes, it's like 5 minutes straight of just rewinding it, just watching that one. I'm like,
Who are you? Who are you? That's freaky. That's freaky. That had me like stuck for a minute. I was like, I literally just went like this.
and I'm like, why nobody? Because like I was busy during the game, so I didn't see it live. I was watching the replay. I'm like trying to look back, like, why was nobody talking about that play? Like,
I literally tweeted it out immediately, and I don't. I feel like you were the only other person I saw on the internet talking about it. I think it was literally just you and I who said something. I did not see anybody else talk about it because it quite literally scared me. I was like,
Scotty,
who does this?
if we're playing the game, Scotty, you got a time room shot, you shoot as hard as you can, and I just catch the ball, just go downfield as a goal.
Nah,
You're demoralized. You're demoralized, coach.
100%.
Sub me out. I can't. Okay, if I can't score on their goalie, I got to worry about the defender too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why was nobody talking? Like, bro, I've never
Nah,
seen
bro.
that happen before.
I will say this year, I don't know. I think Googs probably actually said something about this, and I noticed it too. A lot of sticks in the shooting lane, a lot of balls that are hidden sticks, like a lot of deflections on shots lately. I think it's really interesting. Like for whatever reason, I noticed maybe it's always been that way, but I noticed it this year as well. I thought it was super interesting that like a lot of, I mean, again, it's just like guys know where their sticks are. Maybe guys learning tendencies a little bit more. Like I know how you like to shoot at a little 3/4 shot, a little sidearm shot. Like, there's probably just a little bit of that, but
Yeah.
it is crazy. But for Graham Hossack to just like literally pick it off clean and just start running. And it was crazy. It felt like in that moment he didn't waste any time to see if he actually caught it. Because I've done that too. I've done that too, where I pick off a shot and it like caught me by surprise. I'm like, oh, I have it, and I start running. But like he picked it off like he knew he was gonna pick it off, and he
But
just started running.
I've never seen it in that way because I've deflected and picked off shots before, but I'm just sticking my stick out. That was intentional from like 10
He
yards
went
away.
I'm going to get the
Yeah,
ball.
most people like when you're guarding somebody and you shoot and you just stick your stick out. Yeah, he was playing goalie. If not for Marcus Holman hitting that filthy Dejas dunk to win the game, that would have been the highlight of the game for me. Because when
Yeah.
Marcus Holman hit that Dejas dunk, I'm like Lyle somewhere smiling. When I seen him hit that, I'm like, bruh.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I love the meme that Diggs tweeted out when Holman finished that goal.
Oh, I ain't see it. I gotta look it up.
Oh man. It's like some video game, but it's an audio that the guy just goes into the room by himself to like fight everybody. I don't know what game that was, but the audio was hilarious.
Okay, I gotta look it up. Yeah, that was filthy, and they won ugly, man. That's what makes it scary about the Cannons, because you're like, about that offense, but they're playing good defense. They don't even get to 10 goals, and they still win. It's like, okay, guys, y'all got it so far this year. If not for the next game we're talking about,
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, there it is. That's it. I couldn't.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't get it. I don't even know where that's from, but that was hilarious.
Dude, that's an OG meme. He pulled that. That was an insane pull.
Yeah,
that's so good.
That's why Diggs is good at Twitter like that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But let's speak about some real shit here. All right, California is the number one team in the PLL.
These two guys are heavy.
California is who, Brian?
Yeah,
the number one team in the league. I need you to recognize. We're talking about the California Redwoods. Number one.
Hey, exception to the rule that you can't go scoreless in a PLL game. Exception to the rule. California Redwoods still pull it out. Went 4, no goals in the first quarter. I was like, oh, it's not looking good in the beginning. And they went off for 9 in the second.
I said, damn, Jared Newman's hitting twos. Oh, it's curtains.
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong.
And that was a clean two. No, just stepped in. I was like,
down. No, it was rhythmic as hell. My boy just brought it back to 2021. He probably forgot what it tasted like there.
2019.
That's crazy. We got to talk about that, how he's still in the fastest shot competition when he's not even a shooter. That's like a good dunker who hasn't dunked being in the dunk competition.
Yeah, like Nate Robinson back in the day, because Nate Robinson didn't really catch in-game dunks, but he was
that's Mac McClung.
Yeah. You know, that's a conversation within itself.
Come for the G League, bro. Put your Magic jersey on.
Yeah. Yo, did he win? Did Mac McClung win this year?
I think he did.
I definitely did not watch it, but he won.
That boy nice, man. That boy's something else. I love Mac.
The are you hurt somewhere, Scotty? Because he was originally supposed to go to Rutgers. You know that, right?
I do know that. I was mad as hell when he decommitted. Because
Patrick Ewing and Georgetown came up to him. He was just like,
that's crazy. That's crazy. He didn't want to come to New Brunswick, but that's why he's in the G League.
New Brunswick.
That's crazy. Yo,
that's Scotty said in the G League because he go to.
Yeah, what?
Why you violate him?
Now I'm trying to help myself out. I'm like, who on Rutgers is in the NBA? Played
Harper
myself.
About to go?
Yeah,
Harper's about to go. Harper's about to go, but Harper and Ace Bailey. We'll see.
Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah,
Ace Bailey.
But Newman scored 4 of the 10 points is kind of crazy though.
Yeah, he was like their leading scorer almost.
No, I don't think almost, wasn't he?
Him and Adam Charlenbeet had 4 goals.
Okay.
4 points.
4 points.
Yeah. All right, but California goes scoreless in their first quarter. They were just trying to make this game a little interesting.
Apparently,
because that was the only interesting part of the game.
no, there are some other
No,
interesting parts.
I'm not talking about for the wood side. I'm talking for the chaos. That's the only time it
Okay,
was
all right,
interesting.
cool. Yeah, I agree with that.
That was a tale of two games because it was like, all right, cool. The chaos might not be terrible, and then
And they, by the way, they aren't terrible, but the way that the Woods are playing together right now, boy,
they have an identity
Dylan
that the
Malloy.
chaos don't have.
Yeah,
Dylan
Dylan Malloy is like, yo, what happened? What have you been drinking this off season? What have you been doing? You need to give me a workout plan, and you need to give me everything that you're doing because I don't know where the hell this Dylan Malloy came from.
Dude,
I got to start. He said, "I got a starting attack spot." It's white boy summer. That's what he said, bro.
Hey, I that ass though, because the reality is, I think honestly, the way that the Atlas play, I don't think it fit his game. I don't think it fit his game. The style of play, I don't think it fit his game. Dylan's like, yeah, I'm really just trying to get buckets. I don't really need all of y'all. Like y'all are cool, but I'm really just trying to get buckets. And then Ryder Garnsey is also a bucket getter. And then I can't. It's kind of like I never would have thought that this grouping of guys would play so well together, but they do. They do play well together. Dylan Malloy, Ryder Garnsey, Chris Kavanaugh, and Chris Kavanaugh gets
to do what he does best. Yeah, because he doesn't have to be the one. There. Yeah, he doesn't have to be the one. Him being the third option at attack is like perfect for him.
Yeah, and he gets still show up. And
he gets a lot of touches. I'm not saying he's not like a number one option, just in terms of Dylan Malloy and Ryder Garnsey take a lot of they take a lot of the like not take the energy, but they just kind of offset and they help him out. And man, listen, because Diggs said that he was wrong. I didn't think Andrew McAdory was gonna be bad, but I didn't think he's gonna be playing as well either. Like I've been thoroughly impressed with how he's playing.
Yeah, I like him a lot, man. He's solid, bro. He's a good guy to have on the Woods. I didn't watch him too much at Duke, but watching him on the Woods is a pleasure, bro.
It's crazy though, because there'd be games where like at Duke where he's really good, then games where he disappeared. So I know a lot of people say it's Danowski's offense, but it was just like I don't know what is he gonna do, because I was like, he's not, when they drafted him, I'm like, I don't think he's gonna play attack. I don't know how he's gonna be just playing in midfield, but he looks super comfortable, and him and Joshua Balkersell playing off of each other, bro. Like they're so shifty.
Balkersell's feet are OD, man. I don't know how his feet be tap 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 tap. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
He's quick.
What does Carr call him? Firecracker feet, like.
It's real though.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, and I said it, man. It's a wrap. When all them Puerto Rican fans realize he's a Boricua, yeah, okay, it's a wrap, bro. His jersey sells.
That's great. Yeah, that's wild that his jersey's like a top jersey selling right now.
I love it, man.
That's love.
That's people that really rock with you, because you're like, yeah, like I'm expecting people to get Marcus Holman's jersey. I'm expecting people to get Asher and Jeff Tees, but it's like, nah, people really rock with you like in your personal life to be like, I'm buying your jersey. That's what's up, man.
I will say, having been to the Heritage Cup, Puerto Rican national team, Puerto Rican heritage team, they do not mess around about their heritage, man. They are going to roll deep. They're going to be loud. And they're going to be real supportive of their folks. And
I
love that.
You're right. I know on my side of the country, in New Jersey, New York, like a New York Yankees hat might be the most popular hat, but those Puerto Rico baseball hats might be the second most popular hat. Because I see them everywhere. I'm like, oh, shoot, this person played for the Puerto Rican national baseball team. But nah, they just repping. But where else? What other country's doing that? That's pride, baby.
That's true. That's real pride.
Now we'd be doing ourselves a disservice here if we don't talk about Chris Kavanaugh's between the legs shot. All right, let's take a look at it right here.
God.
Miles at the end.
Premier League lacrosse at number 1. Redwoods. Chris Kavanaugh gets it and makes one defender miss, then shoots it between his legs for the goal. Are you kidding me? Look at that.
Yeah. You know what I love about that too? You get the little fake backhand, the first fake backhand, and then the setup, the between the legs. And you could tell that was a flow state move right there. I don't think he
Yeah.
thought he was going to do that at all. He was like, yeah. And then you can see a little jump after. He was like, oh, I landed that. That was sick.
Bruh. So what is it? I'll do my Mikey Diggs impression. What does he say when
Hey, that.
rule number one? Yeah, rule number one when given opportunity, always do the goalie as dirty as possible. That's like one of those ones where it's like, bro, we got to fight after the game, dog. My mom is
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
My lady's watching. I'm trying to sign people jerseys. Like,
Yep. This was crazy. I love seeing this one because it shows me how comfortable Chris Cav is playing for the Redwoods right now. And it's also on Blaze Riorden. We're talking about one of the best goalies of all
that's what made
time.
it even crazy.
No, not even just at all time. Best goalie that weekend
Yep.
up until that
Absolutely.
game. And he said, yeah, I'm still going to do you dirty. I'm still going to do you so dirty.
So now the Redwoods are leading in the PLL right now in first place. And that's all I'm worried about right now. Okay.
Yeah,
true.
you like you're having fun, man. Them boys look like they're having fun. The defense is
Yeah.
playing style. Arden Cohen had a really good game because this man was on some free safety picking off passes. There's a couple of plays where I'm just like, yeah, you look really good, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. So as of an hour and a half ago, we got news that Tucker Dordovic has medically retired after a jaw injury. Okay, crazy to see, sad to see, but I get it. That jaw injury was a gruesome one.
Man, when Dan Aresti tweeted that out, man, I was and they got sent to me. I was like, dang, man, you just feel bad because it's like we crack like I'll crack jokes on the Whips fans, like whatever. But just like as a young player, you don't want to see that happen. And I'm guarantee you, like that whole time they're just like, we just got to hold down the fort for our offense until Tucker gets back. And it's like he's not coming back and being 25, 26. Like, yeah, man, he's just hopefully he's healthy and he heals because if you getting a jaw injury like that on some through the wire stuff, like just be healthy, man.
Yeah, they're just waiting for him to come back, especially after the year he was having last year.
Yeah.
Because remember he
he
had
was-
that 9-point game when
Yeah, it's crazy because I feel like the Whip Snakes, they still have had success, but they had that Brad Smith injury. They had and this injury right here.
Yeah,
And it's like,
one might say they're snake bitten with catastrophic injuries.
snake bit. Damn, just gotta piss on it.
Brutal.
It's catastrophic.
Brutal.
Yeah, it is not like I pulled my hamstring. Catastrophic injuries.
Yeah.
I feel for him, man. That does suck because he is such a talented player, such a talented athlete. It's a shame to see him, have to move on to something that, move away from lacrosse in general. Like not being able to move your jaw, like that affects your eating, your drinking, your sleeping, like just basic normal functions as a human being. Your jaw has a huge role in, and he's like, I totally get it, but like, damn.
Yeah. Hate to see him leave us early, but hopefully he's recovering to the best, back to his normal form. But Sam Hanley was traded over apparently to the Redwoods.
What's fans?
I know.
I'm like, yeah, come on. Something like, is this? Do we need this right now? I don't know.
I don't know.
Joe Spallina's been doing his thing with the Woods, and I ain't gonna touch it. I ain't gonna say anything. I ain't gonna do anything because we in a position right now, Shane, where we are not scratching at our eyes during the Redwoods games.
I gotta say it. I gotta say it.
His intrusive
Okay.
thoughts are winning.
I gotta say it. It's like right here, and it's got to come out. There's someone else. There's another horse.
Oh my God.
There's another horse. There's another horse.
He's only like 25.
Bro, he is not old at all, bro. His first year in the league was 2023, bro. That ain't a horse, bro. If anything, that's Veil.
Really?
Veal.
Here's the thing. Here's the reality. I haven't said a name yet.
Who's the horse?
Now you want me to say it?
I'm just saying, I assumed it was you were talking about Sam Hanley because that's who we're talking about.
No.
Who are you
That's
talking
not who I'm
about?
talking about.
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, because we were talking about Sam Hanley, and then he said a horse. I was like, oh yeah, I thought you about Sam Hanley too.
There's
like,
another horse on the Redwoods.
Oh nah, dog. I can't co-sign this one. This all.
There's another horse.
Oh my God!
Nah.
No.
There's another horse.
It's tough, Shane.
Am I
It's
okay?
tough. Now,
Am
Shane,
I wrong?
if we look at the stats, that fully supports your take. But I don't know if I could do it yet. I don't know. He might be our leader right
But
now.
just like I told people though, what happens when he has a hat trick and has 2 2-pointers? And you're gonna be like, oh yeah, he won.
Yeah. Keep him for the Champ Series. That's great. Keep him for the Champ Series. That's where he excels.
I can't co-sign this, bro.
Keep him for the Champ Series. But in field lacrosse with the way that everybody else is playing, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there.
Bro, last year he was one of our best offensive point scorers.
We suck, though.
He was your best.
I know. He was our leading. Was he our leading point scorer?
Nah, but he was your entire 2-point offense.
And he struggled last year too, still.
Man, I'm having a tough time with this, Shane.
And the only reason you're having a tough time is, again, statistically, my take is supported. Statistically. I don't want to see it either. But, he might have a good rest of the year, but I'm telling you, there's another horse.
I don't think he's there yet. I would love for them not to scheme him to only shoot 2s. I would like that.
He's got his stats are comparable to another horse. They're comparable stats. They're comparable stats. It's by the way, as I told you before, it's not you're a horse. You're a horse. You've had your days where you were running and winning games and winning your horse races. That it was there. It was there. But you gotta say goodbye at some point. You gotta say goodbye at some point. It is not that I like him. But this is the young man's league.
That's true.
It's a young man's league.
I know.
He's like 30.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, Shane, I agree with you 100% here because as I'm looking at these rosters and I start seeing these people graduated 2022, 2023, 2021, and there's nobody from my year 2018, I'm like, damn, am I old?
Yes, you are. So am I. It's okay. It's okay.
I got one from my college time still playing. So
who? Andy Towers not playing no more.
Andy Towers is like 30 years older than me. Like what? Like that's an extreme exaggeration. If I'm like 55, I'm the most beautiful 55-year-old in my life, and I need to start
Mike Manley is in your class.
I'm older than Mike Manley, but I'm just saying, like when I people that were in college when I was in college, because Karen McCardell graduated.
Oh, that's how we doing this now? That's how we doing that? Like when you were a senior, they were a freshman?
No, I'm only like a year older than Mike Manley. So, but
you're a year older.
I think Mike Manley. I'm only like a year.
Mike Manley, I think, is the oldest person in the league.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm cool with aging. Like I'm aging gracefully. I'm cool with that. That don't hurt my feelings.
You are aging gracefully. I don't know what it is. It's probably the no drinking for you, but it's okay. I like dopamine, so it's all right.
Hey, I respect that. I respect that. That's honest. So I respect it.
It's all right.
But yeah, bro.
What's probably making us look mad young right now, though, is all of us in our Lusa shirts right now.
Hey,
Hey,
Those boys
I
at
see it,
Lusa
man.
hooking us
Y'all
up
see
over
it,
here.
man.
All right. So for you guys watching the video podcast, you'll see all the boys wearing some good stuff right now. Right. Shout out to Lusa 1904 for the dope tees. We got some hats too. They're keeping us fitted. And I gotta say, if you look at it, bro. It's a
yeah.
thick t-shirt.
Material's the real deal.
Kind of with like
Material's the
two
real
C's.
deal. Yeah.
Thick. Okay. And it's a thick t-shirt, nice, really comfortable. I'll be wearing it out. As a matter of fact, Shane and I were wearing it at the NCAA tournament. People were like, "Yo, what is that?" I'm like, "Oh, let me put
That's
you
not
on
an
game."
exaggeration. That actually happened. People we're like, yo, what is that? What brand is that? Like, where can I get it? Where can I find it? And I was like, damn, yeah, it's great. It's a great. We tell them Lucid 1904, top tier, whole quality is unreal. Love it, man. You need to get yours for this summer, man. Get yourself a nice t-shirt, couple hats. You know what I'm saying? Get right.
Yep. So make sure you hit lusa1904.com and get yourself some merch. All right. And I love
Stick
it.
Talk
Their
Boys
logo is
sent you.
kind of cool. Okay. Because the
Yes.
lacrosse player, a matter of fact, my mom seen me wear this shirt and she was like, "Dang, Scott, is that you on your shirt?" And I was like, "No, Mom, that ain't me. That ain't me, Mom." But speaking of lacrosse players that look like me, Hampton University gets a new head coach, and it's Vincent Culpepper. He was a coach for the Hampton University team last year. I actually interviewed him.
Oh,
Hey,
sweet.
let me say this. I've been critical of Hampton since they got rid of Chaz. Okay. I've been really critical of them, but that's not to say I hate Hampton. Okay.
Right.
I'm still critical of them, and I'm happy Vincent Culpepper got the job. He's a stand-up guy. Matter of fact, the first time I ever met Vincent Culpepper, he was coaching at Cairn University. I don't know where that is. I think it's in Pennsylvania. He was coaching at Cairn University, and they were playing against my alma mater. So I went back to the school to check out that game. Cairn did them dirty. My alma mater did that school dirty, like smoking them. But I still saw the way this coach was coaching that university and was very impressed with the way they were doing, with the way he was doing it. And he had a team that was all bought in for him, even though they were losing like 22-1, whatever it is. But I think that's one of the most revealing things is when you could keep those guys loyal to you, even when things aren't going right. So
yeah, and bought in. Yeah, shout out to him, man.
Yeah,
So
I'm
yeah, he was
excited
their
to
offensive
see.
coordinator.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he does with Hampton University. I'm hoping for the best for them, and let's get a dub.
Facts. Yeah, dude. Yeah, keep it pushing. His MCLA guy, 'cause I know the MCLA culture is strong. Went to Indiana University, all conference midfielder, offensive coordinator. Got their head coaching resume, as you said. Man, like I said, all of us, what we all want to see for the culture, we all want to see Hampton do better and be better and get that first elusive D1 win, and then just continue to grow from there, because we that program matters for all of lacrosse, but especially for people that look like us. So we're definitely rocking with them. Wish them nothing but the best.
Absolutely. Now let's move it into some segments here. All right, boys. All right, let's do our first relax and take notes. All right, let's take a look at it. One of the biggest moments of the weekend, it was Marcus Holman.
Got clock 5 on the game clock. They got to go quickly. Holman diving! Does it count? It does! Marcus Holman with a Superman goal!
Now, I mean, you. Yo.
Inside pipe. Ugh.
Bro,
Ugh.
he just put his head down and was like, "I'm doing this myself."
Right.
I love
that
it.
was one of those. I got a couple more years of athleticism left, and I'm about to take advantage of it.
about to beat you with my legs. Imagine being however old Marcus Holman is and just being like, I'm gonna beat you with my leg. Like that boy's like that. I mean, Brian, no offense, with all due respect, sir, but that's when I run full speed, I almost pull something, bro. I mean, Marcus was just like, nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this like that.
Locked in, bro.
Laid his body out on the line. Backhand goal. I love it. I love it, man.
Yeah, the play was filthy. But highlighted.
Yeah, he was dirty. Yeah. That was top tier lacrosse by Marcus Holman, man. Good for you, brother.
Absolutely. Now, you guys, do you have any of your segments ready, or you guys are chilling?
I will.
You will. All right, Shane. Okay.
Yeah, my boy Shane A. Smith, yeah, he is bald, but he know what he's saying when it comes to ball, cause he's Shane A. Smith. What? What are you talking about? Hey, cause he's Shane A. Smith.
How we doing? How we doing? You doing all right?
Smith.
Oh, it's nice to be seen. Nice to be seen. I got a couple things I got to get off my chest. I had the unique displeasure of watching this Denver Outlaws lacrosse game. I got word a week prior that a special someone's going to be joining the team. Former Tewaaraton winner, Jared Bernhardt. Now, I watched Jared Bernhardt play several times. Thought he was a unique talent. Unfortunately, we had to let go of another unique talent in Eric Law in order to make room for Jared Bernhardt. We let Eric Law not suit up so that Jared Bernhardt could take the third most shots on the team and have the fourth most touches of all the Tewaaraton winners, just so we could sit around and say that he almost had a couple goals. I heard, I read a piece about this, and I just want to say, in this game, JB10 sucked. He sucked. Bad. Not good. And I want to define that real quick, because there was a little back and forth. Okay? The conversation was about the fact that he beat his matchup and was able to get some shots off. Problem was, most of those shots weren't on cage. Second problem was, beating your matchup means nothing. Absolutely nothing in the PLL. If you can beat your matchup and still not get a good shot off to score, not get on cage, we got a different problem. So let me ask you this. Scotty Royster, can I buy the PLL for $2?
No,
I can't buy the PLL for $2?
not at all.
Okay. Because since we run in a charity program for the PLL, I thought I might be able to buy the program for about $2, right? Since we run in a charity program, since we over here giving anybody the opportunity to get some runs, I thought I could buy the program for a whole thing for $2, right? Because the MLL was what, $1, right? That's the story. It was $1. So I'll give them 100% return and say give you $2 since we're doing a charity program.
Oh my God.
I had to sit there and watch JB go 0 for 5 for what? Got Eric Law sitting on the couch, sitting there praying on your downfall because you wanted to go 0 for 5, hit a damn air gate, and you still you were athletic enough to jump over the crease and still couldn't hit that air gate, and still didn't have the first goal. And somehow, even though you sucked, you weren't the worst player on your team. You know, when I was in the 3rd grade, I made paper mache. You guys remember paper mache?
Yeah.
You remember paper mache? You put paper on something, and then you put a little shellac on it, and it keeps its shape, and it hardens a little bit, and it's kind of hard to break. You could have put a paper mache 6x6 paper mache in goal. Probably would have had more saves than Owen McElroy. Probably could have had more saves than that man. Now, comparatively, we're not talking about the same game because, Blaze Riorden was locked in. But paper mache could have done more for the Outlaws than Owen McElroy in that game. I need you to do me a favor. If you are coaching for the Outlaws, I need you to take – I don't know what's in Denver, but I know for a fact you got a Home Depot, okay? I know for a fact you got a Home Depot. Go and get some orange and black spray paint, okay? Orange and black spray paint. I need you to go and find an Elevate goalie, and I need you to spray paint him orange and black and put him in cage, okay? I need you to spray paint him orange and black and put him in cage. We got problems there. So even though PLL apparently is playing a little charity game, this is what we're doing. We're $2 at this point for JB10 to come in. I don't know what's in the water in Maryland. For y'all boys to be acting like this, like JB was going to come in here and do something. But all I know is a couple things. One, you're real good at being second best. And 2, and that's verified. In the same, you need a good luck chuck in your life, apparently, because right now it ain't working. Right, second in the PLL or runner up for the PLL championship, runner up in the NCAA championship, and then you're giving a brand new kid probably ain't looked at a stick in 6 months opportunity to get some runs and say, hey, just run down the field and do your best. Hey, man, best of luck to you. And if I'm Eric Law, call your lawyer. Some need to be done about the fact that you were on your couch this weekend. Some need to be done about that. Because JB10 didn't get it done. And he need to do better. So that's all I got to say about that.
Shane A. Smith, nobody gets away easy off of you.
Never will, never have.
Hey, appreciate the honesty. Yeah, I did see McElroy's stats. I was gonna spare him, but I could count on Shane A. Smith doing his thing. What did it say? 6 or 7 saves?
Not even that, man.
No.
In the last quarter of the game, that man didn't have a single one.
No.
He was getting scored on left and right. They were basically closing their eyes, spinning around. They could have played dizzy bat, scored on Owen McElroy. And that's just the way it is.
Thank you, Mr. Smith, for keeping it 100, 10 times 10, 2 times 50, 25 times 4. Thank you. Brian?
You're welcome.
You got anything, big dog?
I got you. Yeah.
Who walked the dog? Who walked the dog? Tell us, Brian. Who walked the dog? Who walked the dog? I've got to know. Who walked the dog? Who walked the dog?
As I alluded to, fellas, and the Water Dogs. Maryland whoops next game. This guy from Syracuse, New York, from the Ohio State University, number 11 in the Water Dogs program, number 1 in the Hudgens family heart. Marcus Hudgens absolutely dog walked Matt Rambo. Y'all remember that movie? Y'all remember that movie? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and he befriended all these little people called they were from the Island of Misfit Toys.
Oh man.
Like that's where Marcus Hudgens set. That's where Marcus Hudgens set Matt Rambo. Like the whole time I'm watching the game, I'm thinking of that Toy Story meme when Andy gets Buzz Lightyear and he throws Woody in the trash. That's what Marcus Hudgens did to Matt Rambo. Like, yeah, you was good. You won the 2019 MVP, but it's my time now, old man, and throw him in the trash. He absolutely dog walked this man. 3 shots, 0 for 3, 16 touches, didn't have any turnovers because he never had the ball long enough to turn the ball over. When I'm guarding you and you're an afterthought, they're not even looking at you, I'm winning this matchup. When the coach takes you out the game after the third quarter, I won the matchup. And then I can go home and rewatch the game, and somebody's gonna send me the clip. One of my friends is gonna be like, "Yo, this is what the coach said about y'all matchup. Why'd you take him out the game? Because he didn't do anything." Yeah. What do you say after that? That's just I
Hey,
got
that's
dog.
kind of embarrassing though.
I got dog walk, man. Marcus Hudgens, like this dog walker extraordinaire. That man need to hand out his card when probably one of the best two defenders in the league. Where that 2 slide comes and you see Marcus Hudgens' face, the ball's going the other way because he's taking the ball from you and it's going out the other way down the field. That man is a monster. From also fellow Q's kid, shout out Marcus Hudgens, dog walked a former MVP. Might have sent him to that glue factory that Shane was talking about earlier. Marcus Hudgens walked that dog. Shout out to you, my boy.
He's a dog
Walk that
walker.
horse.
We love that.
Walk that horse.
We love that. That's some good shit right there. Nice job, Brian. I love it. Now, we're going to end it with the pick'ems here, guys. So, with the pick'ems, Shane, 6-2. Brian, 4-4. Diggs, 6-2. And yours truly, I'm 8-0, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Your boy Scotty, 8-0. I'm going on a run here. Okay. Don't let the boy get hot. Okay. Now, I love this, but I'm not going to get too high here because in this type of situation, the second you start expecting this or getting hype about it, this is the second it all falls down. So I'm actually mad chill about it.
This theme music, tough distraction. No, I'm actually like super humble, like no big deal.
Right.
I'm chilling. Okay.
I'm prime time coming out of Florida State, humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. For real. All right. But guys, that is a wrap here on this episode of Stick Talk. Thanks for joining us here. Week 2 of the PLL season already is finished. But it's your boy Shane, Brian, and yours truly, Scotty, signing off. We'll catch you guys later. Peace out.